Hello everyone, I'm Sarah of Rich Textures Crochet and welcome. Today we're going to learn how to crochet the Daydreamer Scarf. This is a beautiful textured crochet scarf. It's fairly lightweight, one in part due to the specific yarn I'm using, but also the stitch pattern isn't quite heavy. It's the same on both sides, beautiful drape to it. It's quite thick, measuring approximately 10 inches and then 74 inches of length. And then to the end, instead of my typical knotted fringe, I've worked a fun twisted fringe, which I'm going to show you how to work here in this video. It's quite easy and quite fun as well. For the tutorial today, I'm going to be using these Caron cloud cakes. It's a super soft, I believe a number 4 weight yarn, yes. Each cake has approximately, let me see here, there we go, 720 yards of yarn. You're only going to need the one cake for our pattern today. You're also going to need a 5mm or an H8 crochet hook and a copy of the free written instructions, which are on my website at richtexturescrochet.com. You'll find that linked directly in this video down at the bottom. Also down in that description you'll find links to my 2 crochet books. One is a collection of 102 crochet stitches, intermediate crochet stitches, and the other is called Barn Quilt Blankets, which is a collection of 5 beautiful blanket designs. Take a look at those. They're both available there on Amazon. So thank you so much for joining me. Once again, I invite you to subscribe, take a look around. This channel is updated every single week with free crochet patterns and stitch tutorials. Now our scarf today is worked in rows, and we're going to start down along the short end of our scarf today. So you're going to start by making a slip knot. You're then going to work a foundation chain, and for our foundation chain today, I'm going to chain a total of 40 chains. That's going to give me the 10 inches. If you wish to change the size of your scarf, you're going to need a multiple of 3 stitches plus 1. So today I'm going to go ahead and chain 40. There's 20. And 40. Once you've worked that foundation chain, you're going to begin row 1 by working a single crochet into that second chain from your hook, and then single crochet into each stitch all the way across. At the end of this row, you're going to have a total of 39 stitches. At the end of row 1, you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. For row 2, you're going to begin by working a half double crochet into the first stitch, which is at the base of that turning chain, and 1 double crochet into the first stitch. So half double crochet and double crochet both into that first stitch. Skip the next 2 stitches, and into your next stitch you're going to work a single crochet, half double crochet, and double crochet all into the same stitch. You're going to repeat that across. Skip the next 2 stitches, into your next stitch work a single crochet, half double crochet, and double crochet into the same stitch all the way across, and you're going to finish off the row by working a single crochet into the final stitch. Once you come all the way across your row 2, You're going to have 2 stitches remaining to finish off the row. You'll have worked your single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, skip the next stitch, and end with a single crochet into that final stitch. Chain 1 and turn your work. Now for the rest of your scarf pattern, you're simply going to repeat that row 2. So begin with a half double crochet and a double crochet into that first stitch. Skip the next 2 stitches and into your next single crochet, work a single crochet, half double crochet, and double crochet stitch. Skip the next 2 stitches into the next single crochet, work a single crochet, double crochet, or half double crochet, and double crochet stitch. All the way across until you come to that final stitch. You're going to finish off with a single crochet into the final stitch, chain 1, turn your work. You're going to repeat that row 2 until your work from the beginning measures approximately 74 inches, or until your scarf reaches the desired length, and you're then going to fasten off. Now, I just realized, and hopefully you haven't gotten too far in your scarf, but I neglected to mention, if you wish, at the start of your scarf, you can cut off about 15 yards of the color that you start with. So just before you begin, cut about 15 yards off and set it aside, and you can use that to work your fringe on this side that you start off on at the very end. Otherwise, your fringe will just be a different color than the start, and that's okay too. It would match the opposite side, but if you would like your fringe to match this color that you started with, again, cut off about 15 yards and then set it aside for later. I'm going to go ahead and work a few more rows, or maybe one more row of this pattern, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you how to work that really fun twisted fringe here. Okay, now I've just worked one more row. You will have worked until your scarf has reached that desired length, and then you'll get to the point where you're going to work your fringe. So along the final edge, you're going to chain 1 and simply turn your work. If you've fastened off, you will want to join with a slip stitch into your first stitch. Now to work our fringe, we're going to begin by slip stitching into this first stitch. So work 1 slip stitch. You're then going to pull a loop to the desired length. So I'm going to pull my loop to about 7, maybe 8 inches here. A good rule of thumb is that your twisted fringe is going to be about half the length. The challenge is making sure all of these loops are the same length. So if you just remember, you're going to pull it to about 7, 8 inches. You can draw a marker on your table, use a piece of tape, however you'd like. Just pull it up to that height. Keep it all the same length. You're then going to hold the top of the loop. I'm just holding it here with my index finger, and you're going to twist your crochet hook and your yarn about 17, 15, 16 times, just until you have a nice twist. Now, because I've been talking, I have no idea how many twists I've done. I'm just going to do a few more here. The number doesn't matter too much. You'll just want to do it about 15, 16, 17 times. Twist it around. Once it's nice and twisted, you're then going to, I find it easier to take my ring finger, kind of hold the top or middle of the loop, just like this, fold it over, and you're going to slip stitch back down into the next stitch on your scarf. So into my next stitch, insert my hook, and you're just going to slip stitch. Now with this yarn, sometimes it twists up. You can just pull it out like that and you'll have a nice twisted fringe. Now you have a couple of options. You can either right away go ahead and pull up another loop, however many inches. You're going to twist it around, slip stitch back down into the next stitch on your scarf and straighten out your twist. The other option is, so that will make your fringe kind of closer together. And just going to pull that one out a little bit later on. That will make your fringe closer together. If you would like to work it as I have and it's a little bit more sparse, I actually slip stitched into another stitch and then worked my fringe. It's really up to you, but you'll work your twisted fringe all the way evenly across, and then at the end you're just going to fasten off, weave in your ends, and that's all there is to working this Daydreamer scarf. So thank you so much for joining me once again. I invite you to subscribe, take a look around. This channel is updated every single week with free crochet patterns and stitch tutorials. If you happen to make the Daydreamer scarf and share it on social media, do be sure to tag Rich Textures Crochet. I always love to come by and admire your work. Until next time, happy crocheting. Bye.